Welcome to the Literacy Camp, 7th grade, week 15. So we have vocabulary here that will help you to understand various things that are to come in the following weeks. An algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase which includes number, variables, and or operation symbols. And here we have an example of what an algebraic expression looks like. A variable is a letter used to represent different numbers. And examples of variables are A, B, C, K, X, N, or Z, or other letters. A coefficient is a number being multiplied by a variable. An example of a coefficient would be the 2 that you see here in front of the variable plus the constant, which leads us to the constant. Constant is a number without a variable. So any other numbers in your algebraic expression that does not have a variable, it is a constant. But more than likely you're going to have to do a lot with the constant as well as the coefficient. The distributive property here is something that you will use in algebra to help you to understand what needs to take place and how a coefficient or how a constant should be distributed throughout the problem. In this example here, we have 9 times negative 6z plus 7. So what you would do here, or what I did here, is multiplied the 9 times the negative 6z and multiply the 9 times the 7, and your two answers would be a negative 54z and 63. For this answer, for this algebraic expression, your answer would be negative 53z and 63. For this portion, for this problem or example, I did a negative 5 times 7n plus 6 plus 2n. So in this problem, you do something just a little different. You'd multiply the negative 5 times the 7n plus the 2n, because these are like terms, so you want to keep all of them in the same algebraic expression together and come up with an answer. And the answer for this portion of the problem is negative 33n. Then you take the negative 5 and multiply it by the 6 that's left up top, and you'd get a negative 30. Which leads me to combining like terms. When combining like terms, you're going to combine, whether you're adding, multiplying, or subtracting, all of the terms that are alike. And in this group right here, we have 2x, 3m, 4x, and 5m. So you would, of course, add all the x's, which would give you 2x and 4x. You'd add all of the m's, which would give you 3m and 5m. And for the 2x plus 4x, you'd get 6x. 3m plus 5m, you'd get 8m. Let's go over to another example of that, a negative 3 p, 4n, 2p, and negative 2n. Of course, you'd combine the like numbers and add or subtract based on what is given. In this particular area here, you are going, the negative 3p will be first because it is the largest number, and then of course you're going to add here because the next p, the like term, is a number 2 and it's positive. But when you get to this portion of the problem, the 4 is positive, but the 2n is negative. The 4 comes first because it is the largest number, and the 2 of course comes second because it is the smaller number, but you will subtract because you have this negative number here, which will give you 1p there and 2n there. Let's give you two more examples here. You got 2 times 7h minus 8 or minus 8 plus 9. So of course you're going to do these two together. You're going to multiply, you're going to distribute this 2 across both sides of this problem. This 2 will be multiplied by the 7. The 2 will be multiplied by the negative 8 and the positive 9. And so you will get an answer on this side and you will get an answer on this side. And in comparison, for example number 4, you'd have a negative 7 plus 5 plus 6 minus 9z. So of course let's put the z's together. On one side, this z, you got a 6z minus 9z. And in this particular case, I flip that around, but you just make sure that you get your like terms together on both sides, because just if I may, yeah, if you use a calculator, you'd go 6, type in 6 minus 9, and that will give you a negative 3. Because if you looked at a number line, of course the negative 9 would be smaller than the 6, and of course on this side you get a negative 2. That is all for today. I hope you have a great week.